ETN with a first down and a lot of room. Ball came out as he was hit around the 37-yard line. He missed practice time this week because of that foot injury. Deshaun Elliott looked like he forced the fumble. Lions have the football. Goff has it, dumps it off. Got a little bit of a tight end screen to Brock Wright, who gets another first down. 3rd and 7. Goff has time, tipped, and caught eventually right at the goal line. Amon-Ra St. Brown stayed with the bouncing ball. Is in the backfield. He gets the football. He gets the touchdown. And the Lions take the lead. Now 1st and 15. Time for Lawrence. Going deep for Kirk, and he's got it. Christian Kirk into Lion territory. Kirk, missed tackle. Christian Kirk will have a first down around the 20-yard line. 3rd and 3. Blitz is on. Time for Lawrence, and dropped in the middle of the field. Claimed off waivers before the season after he was cut by the Lions. The kick from 31 yards away is good. As first down catch, falling around the 37th.
You see the quick decisions from both of them.
That's been the difference for Goff, who's airing it out deep for DJ Chark. He hangs on. Just beyond the 10-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Goff for the end zone. Catch made. That's a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Doug Peterson worked with Carson Wentz when he had his best years as an NFL quarterback. Blitz is on, dumps it off to ETN. Can he beat one man? He does. And ETN all the way up just short of the 40. Bottom of your screen. He throws in that area. And the catch is made by Christian Kirk. Hand off, ETN. He won't get the first down. Jamal Williams, look at him go. Swift is the running back. Fake to him. Goff will dump it to him. And a lot of running room for DeAndre Swift. St. Brown in the backfield now. Incomplete. Swift was in the area. Badgley, 21 of 22 total kicks in 6 games and delivers. It's now a 14th. One thing they adjusted a little bit in the last few weeks. Delayed blitz, protected, but batted away. And it's 4th down. John Kaminsky.
They go with a heavy look here. Extra lineman in the game.
And Skipper on the line, but to throw is Goff. And at midfield, Chark hangs on. Jamal Williams the back. Fake to him. Goff with all day. Completes. Inside the 35 is Josh Reynolds. But every day at practice, he's that intense, and it's paid off. 3rd and 3, Goff on the run. He can get the first down. No, he had a moment there, but chosen over Aiden Hutchinson. Put the heat on. Tough snap, well handled. Marvin Jones does not have a target or catch today. Floating one for Christian Kirk. He's open inside the 35, inside the 30 of the Lions. A big conversion.
There's Kirk.
Looked like one of the Jags jumped, but no flag for the corner. Patterson delivers. Jags, will they bring more pressure? Right now it just looks like a four-man rush, and that's what it is. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who runs well with the ball, gets a first down. You will try and get it on at the Verizon halftime. Goff with a quick toss. St. Brown moving near another first down. Goff gets out of one sack situation, but Chad Muma and Trayvon Walker eventually brought him down. It's kind of an interesting call by Dan Campbell. I know that they count on their running game, but he set up a 38-yard field goal, and Badgley hits once again. Pressure coming, he's sacked at the 32-yard line. James Houston, who had 2 sacks in a couple of downs on Thanksgiving when he first played, and Trevor Lawrence is in pain. Touchdown of the season in that opening quarter. And Goff not letting up, wants to throw, dumps it off. That's the tight end, Brock Wright. Over 220 yards. And looking to get more, right on target. Good catch despite the hit. For the backs in the run game, because he played running back when he was younger. Goff with a quick throw and open, and there is St. Brown to the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal. DeAndre Swift straight ahead and to the goal line. They're marking him just short. Swift. DeAndre Swift, and touchdown Lions!
Let's see if they bring that pressure and if Trevor can escape.
3rd and 7. The throw good enough for the first down. 4-man rush. He can run, and you called it, Robert, and gets out of bounds without getting hit. Upfield, now 3rd and 11. Play clock down to 2. Snapped in time. The throw inside.
Get Kirk lined up in the backfield.
Etienne straight ahead. Through the air and on the ground. There is the touchdown to Evan Ingram. Trevor Lawrence flips it to the left side, and they finally get it into the end zone.
Etienne taking the direct snap here.
Fakes to Trevor Lawrence, but it's Jamal Agnew gliding into the end zone. What a creative play for 2. Swift, the running back, the blitz is on. Goff rolling, throwing, completing for the first down. Now they actually targeted the Viking game for his return, a little bit ahead of schedule. Wanted to get him in, and they did there. As Swift on another toss from Goff inside the 40, first down Lions. Goff fires wide open down around the 25-yard line. TJ Chark. Plenty of time. Goff incomplete. Just 3 for 3. His kick is good.
They want to stick around to the end of this one.
Lawrence continuing to tough it out, but he is sacked at the 20. Aiden Hutchinson. That's 6.5 now for the rookie this year. Although injured this year, but boy, he set the standard for the complete receiver. Plenty of time for Goff. He'll dump it off short. And inside the 40, Justin Jackson at another Lions first down. Will the Lions have to punt today? They have not yet on 3rd and long. And inside the 25, St. Brown for a first down. Yeah, Goff called him a friendly target because he comes to the ball. Handoff, Swift. And inside the 15. To add to the offensive numbers, they get another first down. Swift down to the 5.
Some very expensive dinners.
Goff keeps. He throws wide open. It's another Lions touchdown, and it's another one for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Lions will take this victory. 4 out of the last 5. They go to 5-7. They host the Vikings, a team that they thought they should have beaten the last time around. Then they're at the Jets and at Carolina.